So, in conclusion, some words to encourage our hearts, to give us a sense of direction as we look at the relationship between these two covenants. The key to our maturity and to our flourishing as believers is found in who we are related to, not what we do. We must have a new covenant life in Jesus. Second, living a life of old covenant law keeping will only lead to bondage and death. And we must resist with all we have in us, because we will be drawn back to that. Part of our fallenness, part of our brokenness, part of the twistedness of sin that affects us is there is a part of us that wants to feel like if we just perform well enough, that can help us in our relationship with God. And it can never happen. Flee from that, run from that, resist that with everything that you have so that you don't get sucked into that treadmill of performance, but instead rely on the relationship we have with Jesus, and what we do out of gratitude. And then finally, freedom and flourishing comes by being linked to God by His Spirit. His Spirit living in us, producing a life in us that shows we trust what He says about us. And if you want to know what God says about you, I'd encourage you to spend some time in Ephesians chapter 1. Incredible list of promises, who we are in Christ, how He's adopted us, everything that we have because of what Christ has done for us. And then the other place is Romans chapter 8. Wow, Romans chapter 8, what can separate us from the love of Christ? There is nothing. There's no condemnation. Paul starts the chapter for those who are in Christ Jesus, and he ends it with, nothing can separate us from the love of Christ. This is your identity. This is who you are. This is where we must camp out if our lives are going to flourish and produce fruit. So I want to finish up with a benediction from the Apostle Paul. It comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 16 through 18 and 4 verse 1. Let these words go deep into your heart and mind. Let God take you into His lap, hug you, welcome you as a child He cares about as you enter into the incredible freedom of a Spirit-led life in the new covenant. Here's what the Apostle Paul says. But when one turns to the Lord, the veil is removed. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And we all, with unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from one degree of glory to another. For this comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. Therefore, having this ministry, by the mercy of God, we do not lose heart. Take heart, enter fully into the blessings of the new covenant. Let your life and relationships flourish in Jesus for His honor and glory. Thanks.